City's doing
They,
good.
after they did what
All right, here we go.
Yeah, thank you.
so,
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to call a meeting to order. Wednesday, August the 16th is the voting session. I'd like to get Mr. Lee to say the pledge and Mr. Kirk to say the prayer. Please stand. Recite the Lord's Prayer. Our
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
All right. Number 3, executive session, hurricane insurance litigation discussion. Approval of minutes. Moved by Mr. Sonny. Second. Second by Mr. Curtis. All in favor? Motion passed. Number 6, approval of add-ons. We don't have no add-ons.
No add-ons on the agenda.
All right. Gravity Drainage District number 4, Oak Grove.
Move to accept.
Hey, one more, huh? Cameron Parish, Gravity Drainage. Consolidate Fire Protection of South Cameron. Dealer Sanders term expired, table from last meeting.
I want to, did we ever find out about Little James and them?
Yeah.
Okay, want Little James Boudreaux?
Okay,
Send a
Scott,
letter of appreciation.
Scott wants to send Dealer a letter of appreciation and appoint Mr. James Boudreaux.
Second.
Second by Mr. Sonny, all in favor? Motion passed. Consolidation Fire Protection of South Cameron, Suzie Forward term expired, table from last meeting.
Reappoint.
Protection of South Cameron, Tammy Pishoff term expired, table from last meeting.
I'll make a motion to, reappoint.
Scott wants to reappoint Tammy, second by Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. D, Fire Protection District number 14, Scott Creel, term expired.
Move to reappoint.
Moved by Mr. Kirk to reappoint, second by Mr. Lee, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Fire Protection District number 15, Ricky Hardgrave, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint Mr. Ricky.
Second.
Thomas like to reappoint Mr. Ricky, second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Fire Protection District number 15, Brian Weekly, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint Mr. Brian Weekly.
Second.
Reappoint by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. G, Fire Protection District number 15, Matt Hudson, term expired.
Tom, shall move it, put it back in?
Yeah, put it back together.
Move to reappoint.
Moved by Mr. Kirk to reappoint,
Second.
second by Mr. Lee, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, Fire Protection number 15, Corey Vincent, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint.
Second.
Reappointed by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Fire Protection District number 16, Geraldine Myers,
I'd like to
term
reappoint.
expired. Reappointed by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Term expired. J, Fire Protection District number 16, Barry Watkins, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint.
Reappointed by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. K, Gravity Drainage District number 8, Terry Smith, term expired.
Move to reappoint.
Moved by Mr. Kirk, second by Mr. Lee, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. L, Lower Cameron Hospital District number 2, Allison Romero, term expired.
Move to reappoint.
Moved by Mr. Sonny,
Second.
second by Mr. Curtis, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Number 9, consolidation of renewal contract with the P-Card Group for state and federal lobbying services.
Move to, accept as written.
Moved by Mr. Kirk,
Second.
second by Mr. Scott, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Number 10, President authority to sign a resolution granting authority to Katie Ormental, administrator, to sign all documents related to insurance renewals for equipment, general liability, commercial auto, workman's comp, and VFIS.
Move to table.
Moved by Mr. Lee to table for 30 days.
Yes.
Second.
Second by Mr. Curtis, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay. Number 11, President authority to sign resolution authorizing rural public transit to file an application with Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development for a grant under 49 CFR 5311 formula granted for rural areas.
What is this for?
That's the grant for the Council on Aging that we do the resolution granting authority for them to file for their grants every year.
I move to accept as written.
Moved by Mr. Kirk,
Second.
second by Mr. Who? Butch. All right. Number 12, approval resolution granting President authority to execute documents required to implement grant under the CDBG through the Restore Louisiana Infrastructure FEMA Public Assistance Non-Funded Share Match Program.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Curtis.
Question? What is it for?
The Restore Louisiana grants that we're gonna be getting, this is the resolution for the FEMA Public Assistant Non-Federal Match Share Part,
Okay.
so we can apply for the grant.
We're gonna administer this?
That's what we hired, Royal Engineering, that we procured them last month
Okay.
to administer this grant.
Okay. Second by Mr. Lee, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passed. Number 13, President authority to sign CEA with LADOTD for donation of RAP from the Louisiana Highway 1143 State Project number H014870, approximately 48 cubic yards.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Curtis,
Second.
second by Mr. Kirk, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Consideration of approval for 2023 to 2024 Southwest Louisiana Regional Planning Commission District dues in the amount of $3,569.30.
Move to accept as written.
Moved by Mr. Kirk, second by Mr. Scott, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Number 15, authority to advertise for bids to repair the Cameron Creel Maintenance Barn and Livestock Pavilion.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Scott, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Number 16, authority to remove restrictions placed on funds allocated in the December 2022 budget meeting for the Grand Lake Recreation Center.
Move to table for 90 days.
Moved by Mr. Kirk to table for 90 days.
Second.
Second by Mr. Lee, all in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Number 17, President authority to sign resolution urging the U.S. Secretary of Commerce and the U.S. Trade Representative to implement existing measures to limit the overall volume of imported shrimp in America. I got a green card on that. Mr. Scott Landry, you'd like to come up there and talk for, we'll give you 5 minutes, sir.
Over here.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you. My name is Scott Landry. I am a commercial fisherman in Southwest Louisiana and also a registered nurse. I've been working as a registered nurse in this area for about 30 years. What has come about, I just want to kind of introduce this to y'all, what came about in St. Bernard Parish. Several people got sick over there, and it was traced back to imported seafood. St. Bernard went to the government, and of course, there was not much the federal government can do. Less than 1% of the millions of pounds of seafood that comes into America are able to be inspected. What they do find on the imported seafood, they contain growth hormones. They're injected with silicone. We've got videos of them injecting the shrimp with silicone. They also contain antibiotics. They have to. They're grown in these fields that are basically cesspools, and they will not survive without them. Well, they had enough of this, and St. Bernard Parish passed an ordinance, initially it was no imported shrimp in the parish. It has now been updated, no imported crawfish or imported crabs in there. And had a discussion with a couple of y'all yesterday. There's very little, if any, seafood brought into this parish. I picked this up on the way over here just a little while ago. Boudreaux's crawfish tails. What do you think of Boudreaux? Look at the very bottom. Boudreaux, how do you think of Louisiana?
You got some Thibodeau too?
This is crab meat, blue crab. I can't even, I don't even know where this country at, but I think I traced it back to Venezuela. And I just bought that just a few minutes ago on the way over here. So what they have done, they have passed an ordinance, and so far that ordinance has withstood all the challenges. Nobody, Walmart, they were able to take everything out. You think like a Louisiana company, Rouse's, Rouse's, I went over there, it's imported. There's a lot of it. Popeyes, it's all imported and stuff. So what they have done, they've taken it upon themselves to try to protect their people by limiting this imported, because it cannot be inspected. There's no way for the government to do that. So I just want to, this is going to be coming down the line pretty soon. Hopefully I'll get y'all a copy of the ordinance. The councilman over there is Fred Everhart Jr. And if y'all would like to meet with him, he said he's more than welcome to come talk to y'all about this and how this came about. But they're starting, the next parish over there is St. Mary. This is fixing to go for, but we're going on it yet.
So go ahead.
But I was gonna say, Cameron, I buy shrimp from my friends over here all the time, and they can hardly get any, they have to pell them on the street because the shops won't pay them anything, because you got all this imports coming in. So yeah, this is a good idea, we need to get this taken care of.
This is more on a health standard.
And only in health too, yeah.
I know 100% that they call it the sanitarium. It's the Department of Health Services. They call it the sanitarium in Lake Charles, has multiple reports of people being sickened by eating imported stuff. So, food, I can tell you, I do business under Southwest Louisiana Sea. It can be traced back to China. That's it. So we know everything. When the state comes up, they don't tell us, we're dealing with oysters. They don't tell us if we come inspect it. They tell you we are gonna come inspect you. And there are guidelines. When we catch shrimp, we have to fill out trip tickets. How much we caught, where we caught it, when we caught it. And wildlife and fisheries, that's not the Boy Scouts we're messing with. They write tickets quite a bit. And
One of the questions I got, you said you're trying to get zero. On here it says the resolution is to implement the existing measures to limit the overall volume. Is there a limit, or y'all going for like a zero?
we're going for zero. There you cannot. There's no inspection whatsoever. It's less than 1%, and the 1%, what is inspected, the inspectors ask, okay, you give us some to inspect. They don't get to go pick. The inspectors are given what is going to be inspected. So they can pull, they can pull, 100 pounds out and say, this is what we're giving y'all to inspect. Is that gonna be clean? That's the other 1.5 million pounds that get past them. So,
Thank
All
you.
right.
Mr.
Any other
President,
questions?
I think,
we already included all seafood.
Mr. President, I think this ordinance that's on the agenda is a different,
Yes.
this resolution that's on the agenda is a completely different item than what
Yes.
Mr. Landry's
Right.
talking about. He's talking about a health issue, and this is talking about existing measures that are,
Sorry, in place, we just helping them.
help, yeah,
Yeah.
just about the imports.
All right,
But we can have our own for,
We can-
for Cameron Parish.
yeah, we can make an ordinance, next
I will
meeting.
forward y'all that, one and, that I have a copy of.
Okay.
Okay,
Name is Scott.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right.
Anybody want?
Yeah. Take it with you.
I ain't said you could.
All right. Yeah, we approved this. Motion by Mr. Lee,
I'll second it.
second by Mr. Butch, all in favor? Motion passed. Number 18, consideration of liquor permit for Grand Lake Petroleum LLC, corner store 605 Highway 384, Lake Charles, Louisiana, 70607.
Move to accept as written.
Moved by Mr. Kirk. Second by Mr. Lee, all in favor? Motion passed. Number 19, consideration of budget increase to the 2018 MSA with Maker, increasing the amount to 2.5 million for permanent breakwater projects.
Move to table.
Pull up.
Move to table.
Okay,
And I wanna have Carabette, discuss that.
okay, I didn't know if you table it. Table by Mr. Sonny for 30 days to get Carabeth to look at it and make sure we got everything right with it. Second by Mr. Butch, all in favor? Motion passed. Number 20, review and accept the monthly financial statement and budget to actual comparison.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Sonny. Second by Mr. Curtis, all in favor? Motion passed. Number 21, pay bills.
I do that.
Motion by Mr. Lee. Second by Mr. Scott, all in favor? Motion passed.
Adjourn.
Moved by Mr. Kirk for motion to adjourn. Second by Mr. Lee, all in favor? Motion passed. Meeting adjourned.